How to make a disrespectful man look insecure. Without saying a word, disrespect is never a display of strength. It is always a confession of weakness. A man who hurls insults is not proving his dominance, but exposing his insecurities. His words are not weapons, they are admissions. Admissions of frustration, of unchecked anger, of a fragile ego desperately seeking validation. The moment you react, the moment you allow his words to dictate your emotions, you hand him exactly what he wants. You step into his frame, play his game, and become a pawn in his attempt to assert control. But when you refuse to engage, when you remain unmoved, the dynamic shifts entirely. Suddenly, it is not you struggling to maintain composure, it is him. His words lose their power. His attempts to provoke fall flat. And in that moment, it becomes clear to everyone watching who truly holds the upper hand. Before we continue, hit the like button below. This isn't just a simple click, it's a commitment to stop tolerating what destroys you. Comment on what resonates with you most. What lesson do you wish you had learned sooner? Share this video with those still trapped in toxic cycles. And most importantly, subscribe now, because what you're about to hear will change how you see others, and more importantly, how you see yourself. A Stoic man does not waste his energy on fools. He does not descend to their level. He does not fight battles unworthy of his time. Most importantly, he never allows another man's words to dictate his state of mind. If you wish to dismantle a disrespectful man without ever uttering a word, you must master 3 things: perception, reaction, and control. 1. See an insult for what it truly is. A man's words do not reflect you, they reflect him. An insult does not define you, it reveals him. A disrespectful man speaks from his own internal chaos, his own unresolved battles, his own insecurities. He is not strong enough to confront them alone, so he attempts to drag others into his storm. He wants you to react. He needs you to react, because if you do, then he can convince himself that his words hold power, that he holds power. But if you see through the illusion, you rob him of that satisfaction. Epictetus once said, "When someone treats you poorly, remember, he acts based on what he thinks is right. It is his perspective, not yours. His insult does not reveal an objective truth about you. It only provides a window into his mind. A confident, disciplined man has no need for insults because he has nothing to prove. Only the weak attempt to tear others down, hoping that by doing so, they can pull themselves up. When you recognize this, insults lose their sting. You stop taking them personally because you understand they were never really about you in the first place. 2. Respond with silence or amused indifference. A man who insults you is seeking one thing above all else, a reaction. If he can get you angry, if he can get you to lash out, he wins. Because the moment you engage, you confirm that his words had an effect. You give him the validation he was looking for. But when you respond with silence, when you remain utterly unfazed, his power crumbles. Picture this. A fool insults you in front of a crowd, waiting for you to bite back, to prove that he got under your skin. But instead, you do nothing. You remain composed, relaxed, even amused. You look at him, not with anger, but with mild curiosity, like a man watching a child throw a tantrum. Seneca said, "A great mind despises injury. A noble man is not angered by insults." Your silence does more damage than any insult you could ever throw back. Because nothing reveals insecurity more than a man desperately trying to provoke someone who refuses to be provoked. His frustration grows, his need for control becomes obvious, and the audience sees him for what he truly is, a man struggling to assert dominance, not a man who possesses it. 3. Master yourself. Control, doshamoi, is everything. To truly win, you must master the one thing he never could, yourself. Self-control is the ultimate form of strength. It is the ability to remain calm in the face of provocation, to choose your response rather than be ruled by emotion. A weak man is a slave to his impulses. He reacts without thinking, lashes out without control, and allows others to dictate his state of mind. A strong man, on the other hand, is immovable. He remains centered, unaffected, untouchable. When you master yourself, you become untouchable. No insult can shake you, no disrespect can unbalance you. Because your confidence is not dependent on others, it is rooted in something far deeper. And when a man who thrives on conflict is met with a man who refuses to engage, the outcome is inevitable. The one who seeks control will always be the one who loses it. Final thought. A fool wants you to step in his storm. He wants you to react, to engage, to descend to his level. But when you refuse, when you remain calm, composed, and unsuspicious,